Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very short and simple video for you all about some camping meal ideas that do not require a cooler. So you know that I love to cook at camp. I have tons of videos and recipes here on the channel and on the blog for camp cooking. But if you don't have a cooler for whatever reason, or if you have a very small cooler, can't fit a lot of stuff in there, this video is packed with just as simple as it gets camping meals that hardly require any packing. And really for cooking, all you're gonna need is a camp stove and either a pan or a pot. So this video is as simple as it gets. Let's dive into the list. First up, we have some breakfast ideas. Number one is good old classic pancakes. This is a massive box. I would not take this entire box camping, but I love the Kodiak cakes. They have a little bit extra protein. And so I will take these on every single camping trip for an easy, quick breakfast. All I have to do is add water to it and then just start frying them up in the pan. You can bring a little bit of cooking oil to put in the pan, and then that's pretty much it. Super easy, really delicious, and very filling. Number two is some quick cooking oatmeal. So quick oats or instant oats is what I usually like to bring. And these cook so fast that you really can just boil water and pour boiling water into a bowl over the oats, or you can cook them in the pot for a little bit. You can add fruit, you can add nuts, or even trail mix on top, nut butters, so peanut butter, almond butter, packets, whatever you want to pack. You can even bring powdered milk and put that in there to make it nice and creamy. So there's so many different ways that you can really change up the oats. So they're a great thing to have on hand for your camping trips. Number three is cereal with powdered milk. This is something that I actually do a lot when I'm backpacking just to change it up. You can pack your favorite cereal and then bring the powdered milk, and all you have to do at camp is add cold water to it and mix it all together, and you have a simple bowl of cereal. Now we're gonna move on to some lunch ideas. So first up is going to be a peanut butter honey banana sandwich. So I'll bring just whatever bread that you like, a banana, peanut butter, and honey. And then you probably know how to do this. You slice up the banana, add the peanut butter, drizzle some honey on there. You can even bring some cinnamon along. And this is just such a filling, quick, simple lunch idea when you're out camping. Another idea is to bring the bread, and you can do like an avocado toast. So bring some ripe avocados, and I will actually just toast bread right in my cast iron pan. Don't put any oil or anything in there, and just toast it on a medium to low heat until it gets kind of crispy, and then mash an avocado on there. And that's a really simple lunch or snack. You can put some salt and pepper, even slice a tomato on there would be really good. So there's lots of ways that you can really build upon the avocado toast idea. Next up are tuna packets with some crackers or even some pita. So there's a ton of different brands that make these kind of tuna packets that have flavors in them. So this is an herb and garlic one, and all you have to do is kind of mix it up, and then it's basically ready to be eaten. I will eat it right out of this pouch. I'll dip some crackers in there, or I'll take some pita and I'll put this on some pita, even with some avocado. That's another, way to combine all these things. You can put this tuna on top of your avocado toast. So these tuna packets are a really great thing to have on hand because, like I said, there's tons of different brands and different flavors that you can get, and it's a really easy way to get protein without having to cook anything, and you can just add it to a lot of different things. So these are great for camping. And the last lunch idea is a tortilla with some peanut butter and then some trail mix. You can even put some honey in there. So it's very similar to like the peanut butter banana sandwich, but I love to sprinkle a bunch of trail mix into the tortilla, and it gives it like a really nice crunch. And again, with different, nut butter packets and flavors, and then different trail mix flavors, you can really sort of change this one up. Now we're gonna move on to some dinner ideas that don't require a cooler. First up is one that I've talked about in many other videos because it's one of my favorite ideas, and it is Indian food packets with rice. So these are, there's tons of different brands. This is the one that Tasty Bite I tend to find these very easily in the grocery store, and they come in so many different dishes. They have Thai ones, and then they have Indian food ones, and then I get these pre-cooked packets of rice. So all that I have to do here is just heat these things up, and I have dinner served. So like I said, this is one that I go to all the time. It's something that I always have on hand in my camping pantry bin, and it's super, super easy. Next up is, of course, ramen. Again, that's another one that I've talked about a lot in some of my other camping meal videos. It's really, really easy. Just boil the water, cook the noodles, and it's great for some of those colder trips at night where you really want a nice hot bowl of ramen. Number 10 is boxed mac and cheese. Another go-to for me. I love mac and cheese, so that is always on hand. Next up is canned or dried soups, or in this case, the example I have here are little boxes, but these are so good. I feel like they're so underrated for camping, just this concept of like canned soup, because all you gotta do is heat this up, and like the ramen, it's just so nice on a cold camping trip, like in the fall when the sun goes down and it gets really cold. Just open this up, heat it up in the pot, dinner is served. Along with that, like I said, dried soup is another option as well. This is a red bean chili, and you cook it for like 10 minutes or so, but this is just kind of like a dried version. And these things, you know, come in so many different flavors, so you can really change things up if you camp frequently and you need kind of other options. Soup, there's a lot of variety there. Next up is freeze-dried or dehydrated meals. So this is an example here of a pad thai from Backpacker's Pantry. I tend to save these types of meals for backpacking trips because they can get kind of expensive, especially if you're camping with a bigger group. Buying a bunch of these meals for every single night really does add up. So this is something that I typically would save for backpacking only, but I wanted to add it to this list because it's definitely an option for car camping. All you have to do with these is just add boiling water and then let them sit for a while, depending on the instructions and if they're dehydrated or freeze-dried. The benefit to something like this is that it just does not get any easier than this. Boil water, pour it in, wait, eat. So if you want complete ease, there are a lot of options when it comes to these freeze-dried or dehydrated meals now, and so that might be a great way to go. Number 13 is jarred marinara sauce and some pasta. I'm sure you know how to make some pasta, so that would make a really, really easy camping meal. That's all I got to say about that one. And the last dinner idea that I have for you is instant potatoes. These come in tons of different flavors that you can get. They take like literally a minute to cook, and they're really filling. And what I will do is add in some canned chicken breast or even some of those tuna packets that have some flavor to them. And then you can bring salt and pepper, even like rosemary or other herbs and stuff to add to it. And it might not seem like a very exciting meal, but don't knock it till you try it. It's actually pretty good. Nick was the one that shared this idea with me because he used to eat this when he lived out of his truck and he was traveling all over. So that's pretty easy and it's very filling. So that rounds out my list of easy camping meals that do not require a cooler. So I hope this gives you some ideas for what to pack on your next car camping trip. As always, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, so make sure to say hi, subscribe to the channel for more camping and hiking videos, and I'll see you in the next one.